Here's your map set now, presented by Toyota, and Oasis will be our first staging ground. Hanamura he's able to step back and drop down. Fusion shield is very low. He had to go for a shadow, but there was no real connection there. Shaz now Transcendence, Blase going for the rally here. Raw being focused down, but there's so much healing for him. Gets frozen up a little bit now. There's a Blizzard. That's a pretty big catch. Decay, Raw. Boy, caught in that one there, and Shaz goes down. Nice pick off there. The Transcendence was already used, but the Boston Uprising, this May pick, making a huge difference.
So the way these fights go, you can see this get to 70-80% just here.
Now, for the last 12 or so seconds, Decay was revealed. He couldn't sneak up on the Sombra and get that EMP off because of the infra sight. And then when he finally does, it doesn't work out. Color Hex is still able to find him the point here, but he needs the touch. He's not able to be body blocked by Void, and yes, the stall is on Void. Well, he's not going to be knocked off the edge by that one. Concussive Blast to knock him out of position, but Kellex is in danger. Void had him in his sights. RCK down to the boot. Kellex trying to get himself out of trouble here. The Boston Uprising know that they can fight this now. They need to stabilize, and Kellex gets the Resurrect.
It's big. They get the Resurrect on RCK. No EMP, but still, the ability to get these hacks on the point here towards the end is going to be massive. You see, they just put a lot of pressure on Void, push him back. Boston close to flipping this.
Instant impact from the Doomfist for now. The point is Boston's. The Gladiators have to do something. Decay comes back on the Tracer here, but Blase deletes Void also fast. Hydration though. He's bringing his own gauntlet, and he's the one to snap his fingers. Then he could be in trouble here. Needs to get airborne and back behind his support line. But now with the Doomfist online for the Gladiators, they've got to be feeling better. Sound Barrier comes in. Void and Decay do not benefit from that one as they're not quite in position for it. But Hydration could do some work here. The Gladiators still need to retake control though. That means getting rid of fusions.
Yes, you're going to have some more players come back from the Uprising here. That'll be the Meteor Strike that comes in from Blase. Doesn't get anything. Hydration is another kill, man.
Sending a message and trying to win the round at the same time. That's multitasking. Hydration, it was a rocket punch across the point, just hoping that Kellex would show a bit longer, but Shaz was there to chase him down. And when you look with this, Color Hex, he got caught there, and he couldn't take action and recall even if he wanted to, because he was knocked into the air. The burst damage was good, and yeah, it's a 5-man EMP on the Los Angeles Gladiators, but the numbers aren't favoring Boston. RCK doesn't seem to care though. He is nano boosted, here to do some work. Hydration goes down, another one for RCK, and he's looking to try and carry this one on his back. Translocates back to the point, and now the cavalry has arrived. Fusions is back on the point here. The Wrecking Ball is having an impact. Blase getting rid of Raw here. A very long drawn-out fight, but it looks like the Boston Uprising able to weather the storm. Decay goes down.
They're going to flip it.
Chad is close, though. He can stall. He might just wait for a little bit and fade on to keep the round going, but he's blown up. That round had everything, and the Doomfist went ham.
What a
the
round.
Boston Uprising take map #1 and one of the longest overtimes on a control point I've seen. Nothing stuff. His effectiveness as Tracer is severely limited, even if RCK's not
He's going to have to try and touch.
Fusion's getting knocked off. It's going to be a bit long before he gets back to the point, and the Uprising are essentially walking into the ocean at this point. Can they find an opportunity now on Raw individual ability? The answer is no. It is a resounding no, as the whole hog fends them off. Doesn't quite work as he gets given a nano boost there, and you can see how much value the Gladiators put on Decay, not only as a playmaker, but also getting that Soldier 76's damage back in the fight. Fusions just takes so much damage there. That charge was definitely one of desperation, but Color Hex has been able to find some kills later here in the fight. It's unlikely that it's going to do the job. Okay, he gets 3! What? Yeah, even while he was EMP. Okay, yeah, no worries. Hydration now going to come in with the barrage. It was a little bit late arrival from RCK to shut him down, and again, with that minefield on the point here, Hydration can sort of hide from that one, hide away from Kellex. He won't get pushed, pressure down. That's so weird. That obviously doesn't amount to much, but shields are cracked. Health bars are damaged here on the side of the Uprising, and now it's time to start to lean into it a little bit more. First shadow attempt there for Raw, doesn't work out. He gets stunned up and taken down pretty much straight away. Shaz with the Transcendence now to match that of Aim God, but Hydration's Immortality Field has been removed. Big Goose trying to get away, but he gets caught out by Aim God, and now the Uprising can spring forth, and this is a great turnaround for Boston, Matt. They have a long time to hold out for, despite Shaz trying to end the round cheekily.
Or goes Winston here as well.
Early Transcendence from Shaz.
And they're trying to maybe force something out, but Boston, they just back up. They know they have so much space to work with.
What do you do with this? Transcendence straight away now. Maybe if you switch to Ana, you could have pioneered this somehow. Self-destruct thrown in by RCK doesn't look very good now. It's Color Hex's turn to step up with his grab, and that looks much better. And he's charged up. And he's ready to rumble. Gonna be Shaz caught up on the point. The Gladiators, if they have another fight, they're gonna chase down Raw here. He needs to be able to get away. But what do they work with, Matt? Realistically, the Gladiators have hardly anything to really make an impact with. Maybe Primal Bomb, but there's a sound barrier from Kellex Fusions, another Shatter coming.
Yeah, and then Shaz, you think with the Primal, you can probably build up a Transcendence out of this. Roar gets moved back, won't even get the touch.
I just want to see Hex's face right now, and he was correct. If you ever want to call on any...
Clearly, you know, you're 4 in your top 4, right? But
the rallies have come out. Also, a nano boost has been used. That's probably why the Uprising is playing a bit slower. Here it is, though. Graviton Surge being used. Self-destruct over the top. It was aim god actually to go down. There was a chance there.
Yeah, but Fusion's charges on through, and the self-destruct goes behind and takes out aim god there. So
if there's one air on the payload at all times, and Shatter, Hydration didn't have a shield up this time. An unlikely catch on a Brigitte, and the follow-up is pretty good. Gonna be self-destruct here. Shaz going down now, and the Gladiators. I cannot believe this has happened. They look so dominant, Matt. They played it so close to that choke, and they looked like they were going to hold off. And the Boston Uprising.
Gotta be careful with that one. Well, he does have bomb, right?
Sees the Graviton Surge from Decay. Fusions goes down very early again. It looks like their focus on the main tank is definitely working here. It's often what teams try and use against the Uprising, Matt. Here's a bomb over the top. Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, you almost wonder if you're better off saving the bomb to potentially combo with a grab coming up soon, but...
Tries to hack Hydrations, possible Hydration, literally 180s and shield bashes him to kill the Sovereign, so he has to be careful. That was an Earth Shadow that actually knocked down both Shaz and Hydration, but Hydration was rallying and Shaz is able to pick himself up and get it off here. Decay, that's a lot of kills. 4 for Decay, and they all just line up for him. It was after the grab, so that's going to be enough easily for the Gladiators. Comfortable cleanup on the attack there, and Boston I mean,
later realizes it.
Let's think about the psychological impact of sort of looking for anywhere where Void is to let this go. It's a little bit hard to get a grab off when he knows that Void is sitting in that side room and that Matrix has good coverage. It had to go there right onto the corner, and Void could not stop that one. Blase, though, is gone down. The Transcendence from Angor doesn't really seem to have done a whole lot, and now Decay has a grab to follow up this fight. Fusions is able to valiantly battle through and find Raw, but he's taking a heck of a lot of damage, and he has a lot of ground to cover, but Aim God is there. Void from long range gets picked off. Kellex, though, a little bit too far, a little bit too deep, gets stunned up with Hydration dealing with Fusions. Decay wants to let this grab go, but he knows that RCK is on the prowl.
Hey, you got your Brig there. You're still in, right?
No.
I mean, Decay's so charged up. Or needs to be huge as the rally comes through here. That'll be sound barrier answer back here for the Gliders. You have Transcendence as well for Aim God.
Shatter gets RCK Blase. Fusion's all taken down. Fusion's looked like it wouldn't get healed up in time by the Transcendence, but Aim God, it couldn't have been any later than that. Raw is still able to get Blase with that burst damage though, and again the Boston Uprising kind of going the way of the weary here. Decay at 70 charge, and with a grab to throw into the mix, Fusion stunned up, barely able to get his shield up in time, and eventually taken down.
Gonna rally, try and just create some space.
Void is low. Colorhex needs to... Okay, no, he goes for the grab beforehand. It's fair enough. He didn't want to wait it out. Bomb in the back. Fusion's trying to go for the shadow to set that one up, but it didn't connect. Blase is down, and Colorhex is also missing. It was a good start to the fight by the Uprising, but the Gladiators crawl back in, and not only did the Uprising lose the fight, use a lot of ultimates. Maybe can the Lucios knock the other Reinhardts out of position? Decay goes for the grab here. Now Transcendence immediately from Aim got to set this one up. Blase caught out by the charge into the wall. Burst damage is king here. Boy, a lot of damage now, and here comes the responding Graviton Surge now. There needs to be some burst as well. Oh, Fusions and Aim got a knock to the ground. Raw lays down the Earth Shatter, and that will enable the Gladiators to withstand a Graviton being thrown at them, but they're not out of the woods yet. They're still in overtime.
You're going to get another combo here for Boston. It'll be rally. We need trying to get the sound barrier out.
Fusions has been quiet on Shatters today, Matt, especially in this map. He needs something big. Sound barrier and a self-strike use there, but big use is down. The key might have been found right now. Fusions does get stunned up, so he tries to go for the shadow, but Hydration is missing, and the Uprising are focusing these supports down very effectively. Raw is low, and there's only one healer alive for the Gladiators right now. Transcendence thrown in by Aim God, but they get off the cards. And the Boston Uprising, gold star for you guys, because you didn't need to do it in a map 5, and of course, you exceeded expectations.